Hit like if you like learning about new things. Here are some of the most world interesting facts that you'll ever hear. And here's a list of nations with the most ideal perspectives of Americans. Number 1. Vietnam. Vietnam cherishes the U.S. the most. Vietnam has the most ideal perspective of Americans with a positivity rating of almost 84%. In spite of the monstrous harm from the Vietnam War many years prior, both the U.S. on the whole and Donald Trump stay famous in Vietnam. Number 2. Israel. Israel's idealness of the U.S. is at 81%, while Israel itself could have done without the U.S. in its initial. While Israel could have existed without the U.S. in its inception for not many years, it has since begun to appreciate it, ideally staying at 81% from the finish of the Obama administration through the most recent presidency. This is particularly interesting as Israel remains solitary in the Central East in its idealness and perspective of the United States. Interestingly, the other Central Eastern nations studied have extremely low positivity of the U.S. Number 3. The Philippines. The Philippines is the third world country that loves America the most. Around 78% of survey respondents communicated uplifting outlooks towards the U.S. and its people. In fact, around 57% of respondents detailed enjoying American majority rule thoughts. Number 4. South Korea. South Korea has an idealness rating of 75% towards the United States. South Korea and the U.S. have been partners for a very, very long time. Nonetheless, late occasions in North Korea have stressed the connections between South Korea and the U.S. Number 5. Poland. Around 73% of respondents gave the U.S. an ideal reaction. This idealness rating is most noteworthy in Europe. Poland's uplifting perspective towards the United States is established in the President Reagan's position against the USSR and America's assistance when Poland left the Soviet alliance. If you're watching this video and considering a vacation, hit the like button. Number 6 on our list of nations with the most ideal perspective of America is Nigeria. Nigeria positions 6th for the nation that cherishes the United States the most. Around 69% of the respondents have good assessment of the United States. Nigeria is the world's 4th biggest majority rules government and has clear indications of American social impact, like its own Nollywood version of the entertainment world of Hollywood. Nigeria additionally imports more than $5.5 billion in American merchandise consistently every year. Hangout number 10's right around the corner. Number 7. Hungary. Hungary has an idealness rating of 63%. Hungary is one of only a handful of exceptional nations where the latest presidential administration is widely accepted and reinforces the connection between the United States and Hungary. And in fact, the last few years in Hungary, this idealness from one president to another, the last time this survey was taken, rose by a percentage point from 62 to 63%. Number 8. Italy. Italy has an ideal perspective of the United States regardless of some disarray about Americans individually. Explicitly American dress decisions and the food varieties Americans name as, quote, Italian is a big sticking point. Italy's positivity for rating in the United States is 61%. Since the Obama administration, idealness fell 11%, focusing from 72% to 61%. Number 9. Ghana. Ghana has the 10th most noteworthy idealness of America, 59%. Since the finish of the last administration of presidency in the U.S., Ghana's positivity rating has dropped by 30 rate focuses. It was at 89%. This is reasonable to a limited extent, as President Trump's public remarks about African nations were considered terrible by many and bigoted. And we've arrived at our number 10 on our list, Tanzania. Tanzania positions 10th for the nation that holds affection for America the most. The positivity rating there is 57%. Though in the past, Tanzania has a positivity rating for the United States above 78%. Currently, just around 27% of reviewers responded in Tanzania believe that the spread of American impact on culture is something to be very thankful for. Check out one of our other videos about interesting places around the world.